This segment is part of our Chasing the Dream initiative on poverty and opportunity in America. Approximately 100 homeless high school students are leaving the city's streets and shelters, and they're headed off to colleges and universities, including some prestigious institutions such as Harvard and Columbia. But just how did these young people thrive amid their challenges? Well, their own grit and intellectual spark played a part, but there is much more. Joining us today with her own personal story of beating the odds is Athena Capobattaglia. Athena, it's nice to have you here with us. And we're going to start off congratulating you because you're on your way to Harvard University.
Yes.
And that's wonderful for you. That's just so exciting and reflective of your accomplishments. The first question for you is, what thoughts are going through your mind as you're about to click on to find out if you're going to Harvard or not?
Okay. So I was on the train headed home. And it was 6 p.m., March 28th, right when the decision was released. And I was going through all my college decisions. And as soon as I saw it, I saw the acceptance and there was little confetti going on the screen. And since I was in the train, I actually
How do you jump up and yell and scream when you're sitting on the train, right?
But I ended up calling my friend before I left the station, and I was super excited. I was like, I got into Harvard.
That's wonderful. Well, again, congratulations. It's an astonishing accomplishment. I think the numbers now are in the 40,000 applicants to take about 12 or 1,400 students. So it's an extraordinary accomplishment. Speaking of extraordinary accomplishments, right? We led this off saying that having been in homeless shelters. Explain your story, how you got there.
So about 1.5 years ago, my mother and I didn't have any more money to pay the rent, and we went to PATH, which is run by DHS, and they gave us a shelter location, and we pretty much had to just go there, log in, and see how it went. And it was definitely scary because I didn't know what to expect. There's a lot of stereotypes and kind of just expectations that come.
Was it different when you got there from what you expected?
Definitely.
How?
It was a lot better.
In what sense?
Well, it was very clean. There weren't roaches. The people were nice, most of them. I mean, I didn't really run into any problems.
Right. And how long then did you spend in that facility?
I'm still there.
Okay.
So it's been 1.5 years now.
A year and a half.
Just
How did your, let me ask you this question, better question first.
Okay.
What sort of misperceptions do you think there are out there amongst the public? Because you said this was very different from your own expectations. What sort of misperceptions, after having spent now 1.5 years there, do you think there are in the minds of the public?
Well, especially in New York, when you walk around and you see homeless people, automatically that's what you think being homeless means. So you think of a shelter and you think it's filled with just different things, different people, and it could be scary because obviously people,
you can
don't
think
know
people
what to
have
expect.
drug problems.
They can have drug problems, mental problems, but since a lot of people that do go into shelters are families, and generally the family shelters, even though it's still a shelter, it's not as bad as you would expect because, like I said, it was clean. And people there are trying to get jobs. They don't want to be stuck there. They're not lazy. It's just circumstances didn't line up for them.
It's interesting you say that because we've talked with folks from the Department of Homeless Services in the past, and I think that one of the numbers that surprised a lot of people is that some 70% of people who are being housed under their aegis, if you would, are families. And of that, a full third of them are actually working families.
Exactly.
So these are not people that just are sitting and hanging around and not doing anything. They're working. But as you said, families where for some reason the numbers just couldn't stretch far enough.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable telling your friends that that's where you are?
Well, personally, I have friends that I definitely trust. So I have told them. But I think it really depends who you're surrounded by. Because I was surrounded by my high school had a lot of people that were very accepting, a lot of artists. And
Fiorello LaGuardia High School, where you did, by the way, 4.0, captain the gymnastics team, tutor, all sorts of things that you'd expect of a Harvard student.
Yeah, thank you. And so I didn't really have a problem, but I have met other people that just the high school they went to, they didn't feel as comfortable sharing that information, and so none of their friends know about it. But for me personally, it wasn't too much of a problem. Obviously, I wouldn't go around just saying, hey, I'm homeless.
I mentioned at the top, talking about approximately 100 students, and the city recognized the 100 of you, and you actually made some comments at this, and your comments were so thoughtful and so perceptive. Have you formulated in your mind yet what you want to study at Harvard and what you think you might want to do afterwards?
Well, I've been planning to study cognitive science and computer science. I'm not exactly sure which direction I'm going to take, but I found those both interesting.
Right.
And also I'm going to be studying Russian because I take a big interest in languages.
Well, that's great. So you're going to have enough to keep you busy.
Yeah,
up there,
definitely.
I think. Well, you are a marvelous success story.
Thank you.
And you should be proud of yourself. Your mother should be proud of you. I'm sure she is. And I think when you look at, and for the city government and the Department of Homeless Services, they can look at somebody like you and say, see, this is what we're doing here to help people move along. So again, congratulations. Wonderful accomplishments, and good luck, and have fun up at Cambridge.
I will.
You take care.
You too.